All right, so today we've got some baby Papuan pythons hatching, which is Apodora Papuana. This is a pretty exciting one. This is, well, at this point these guys started hatching like better part of a week ago, but they took pretty well exactly 90 days. And the babies are massive. So there's 2 egg containers, and I was waiting for all of them to hatch, but there's still 2 babies in the eggs in the other container. And it's been a long time now. It's been, like I said, better part of a week since they started hatching, so I figured I would just get these babies out and then deal with the other container later. But as you can see, right out of the egg, the babies are massive. It's like really, really poor lighting in this particular area, unfortunately. But this is pretty exciting. These are honestly probably the top thing that I've done so far in reptiles. For me anyways, I've been wanting to breed these things since I was like 10 years old. But yeah, I incubated them. The only guys that I could find that have bred them, one of them was very keen on incubating really low temps. The other 2 guys incubated it at like 90. And so I just decided, I should focus on them. I just decided since, oh, feisty, okay. Since guys have had success at either end of it, I would just stick to what I do with all my other eggs. So I incubated these at 87.3. And same thing, they took 90 days on the dot, which is what everybody else seems to say. Now I had, initially the female, she laid 1 slug, 1 boob egg, which is like an egg that the end of it is basically like unfertilized. It had like a clear small end on it, and then the rest of the egg was good. Sorry. And that one was really flat and everything, so I decided to cut it on day 87. And there was a fully formed dead baby in there, but I noticed those boob eggs are often quite weak. Fuck, I wish it would focus on the snake. But these guys are already going into shed. I really wish you could see the head a bit better, because, oh man, I wasn't really expecting Papuan babies to have that much spunk to them. I'll have to do like an updated video after they shed, because this lighting is just horrible, but I wanted to get these guys out of the egg container, so I figured I would film it. But you can see the size of this thing. So for example, if you've ever seen how huge an Australian olive python hatches, mine will hatch around 65 to 70 grams. So let's see this thing here. Not what I was expecting, actually. So this snake is 92 grams. But when the eggs were laid, the eggs were 165 grams. So that's kind of interesting. But the head on these things are huge. And yeah, I tried to breed Papuans last year with a really big old female, and I just got the same thing that everybody else gets: lots of locks, laying upside down, inverted, not eating, big follicles, but then she didn't lay any eggs. And then this year I was trying to pair the same big female, but then I noticed my little female that I was raising up that was only like maybe 10 or 11 feet. She's normally like a killer, And I went in there and she didn't come after me or anything like that. I touched her, she didn't do anything. She was sitting in a tight coil, so I palpated. And I could feel she had, at the time she had 11 follicles, but obviously only got 8 eggs, with one being unfertilized, the other one being so-so. So all in all, I got 6 good eggs. There's one in the other, there's 3 in this container, 3 in the other container. The other container, one baby is out, one has its head hanging out, and I looked in the other egg and I could see the baby moving, so hopefully 6 good babies. And don't even bother, because none of these are for sale. I'll be raising up my army of Papuan pythons. But just a huge, huge hatchling snake. Let's see some of these other 2. So this one's still got the umbilical. Let's see what this one weighs. And yeah, I just incubated these, you know, same as everything. Perlite with some lighting diffuser on top. This one's the same, 90 grams. These are actually huge. And if you look right, there's the eggs they came out of. Absolutely monster eggs. And like I said, I'll do an update on these just because it's honestly really hard to see them in this lighting on video I'm seeing. Okay, yeah. And it'll be cool to see them after they shed too. Guys, stop. And I didn't really do anything special to breed them. Like, I do have notes every day what the female was doing, like what her body temperature was versus what the floor temperature next to her was. So for anyone who's trying to breed these in captivity and has any interest in it, you can shoot me a message and I'll send you a picture of it. But yeah, this was definitely, I've been wanting to breed these things since I was like 10 years old, so waiting for these things to hatch was excruciating. But the egg tooth too on these things is like, see it, but the egg tooth is massive on these things. It's like a tortoise egg tooth. So yeah, that's cool. I'll probably start these guys eating like large hopper mice is going to be the plan here. I'm going to do what I always do. I'm just going to set them up in tubs on moist paper towel and wait for them to shed, and then after they shed I'll try and do some feeding trials, and then after that hopefully see what kind of sex ratio. I don't even know if I could tell if they're very visual. Yeah, hard to say. It'll be interesting though, because I noticed coming in from the wild, get out of here. It's very female heavy. There's not a lot of males, so it would be cool if I ended up with 3 pairs. And it's cool because the babies have little black mouths, so whenever they're striking at me, you can see the black mouth in there, which is pretty neat. But yeah, Apodora, Papuana, dream species to produce right there. But yeah, thought I'd show you guys that quick. and I'm gonna get these guys all set up, and hopefully some updates to come.